Hello dear student, welcome to GDC and welcome to today's session of your Telangana Pharmacist Model Paper that is specially designed by the expert faculty of GDC for your upcoming Telangana Pharmacist examination, and the topic of today's model paper, that is inorganic chemistry. So this is the model paper second. As in the model paper first, we had discussed the top 20 questions from the inorganic chemistry syllabus. So same in this part, we are going to plan with the next 20 questions. So dear student, you just have to watch this video in a very sincere way and in a very clean and truthful way, or you behave like you are a obedient student of the GDC and you are very honest with your studies. And a suggestion from my side to all of you, like, you have to keep away yourself from the surrounding, as there are like low power, low thoughts in our surrounding, and the people that are living in our surrounding are having very diversity. Someone are like motivating you, someone are like going to demotivate you, someone are having the thoughts like you are crossing the age of 30, you are crossing, you just close your college, and what you are doing right now, why are you not like doing any job, what is your family, what is your like, what are you doing right now for your income. So these are the thoughts that are taken by the surrounding people. So you don't have to be affected by your surrounding. That is the work that they are doing. So you also have to do your own work. You have to specially focus on the test series, on the live classes, on the marathon sessions, and the model paper that we are going to discuss right now. So dear student, first question we have the agent the agent which you just have to check out the agent which decrease which act by increasing the osmotic load of the intestine, which increasing the osmotic load of intestine are going to be increased. Why? Because we just have to increase to take relief from the constipation. So these are the agent that are, we can say, osmotic cathartic, or somehow we can say saline cathartic. So basically laxative and cathartic that are considered and to use to the evacuation of your bowels and fecal matter. So mild purgative and laxative are the substance that promote the defecation by minimum adverse effect they have. Whereas the strong purgative are having the more severe side effect, like they can cause somehow internal infection in the inner lining of large intestine, electrolyte imbalance sometime occur, sometime loss of appetite can also occur. Like we have the strong purgative, first we have the irritant or stimulant, basically contain your anthraquinone glycosides. Anthraquinone glycosides containing drug, we have the senna, aloe, cascara, rhubarb. So we can say the anthraquinone glycosides are the inborn purgative. After that we have the saline cathartic that are also known as osmotic laxative. These are the sodium phosphate, potassium sodium tartrate, magnesium hydroxide compound that are specially designed for the strong purgative actions. Next we have the bulk drug that is act as a mild purgative, like we have the isabgol and agar agar. Isabgol that is obtained from the plant, that is Plantago ovata, and the swelling index is the useful criteria for determining the purity of your plant. After that we have the stool softener. So stool softener we have the penetrate, and we can see lubricant, and the stool soften the stool. Like we have the liquid paraffin that is also known as the mineral oil. Liquid paraffin and mineral oil that is act as a stool softener and used as a mild purgative and laxative. Then after we have the next question. You have to focus here. Next question, like in the limit test of iron depend upon the interaction of iron, or we can say the limit test of iron, that is basically the reaction between the iron is reacting with your thioglycolic acid. So the schematic representation or the reaction showing that there is a ferric ion that is react with the thioglycolic acid, and it is converted into the ferrous ion, and then this ferrous form is reacting with the thioglycolic acid, and there is a formation of ferrous thioglyconate that is having the reddish purplish pinkish color in the basic medium. And the citric acid that is used in the method of iron, that is the help in the precipitating of the iron by the ammonia, as well as the thioglycolic acid that are going to help to oxidize iron second to the iron third. And as we are using the ammonia, and ammonia is going to make the solution alkaline. Ammonia is going to make the solution alkaline. After that we have the next question, like the drug that is classified as a systemic gastric acid that neutralize the antacid. So just you have to classify the systemic antacid. Basically we have two type of antacid. One we have systemic, one we have non-systemic. So systemic are the those acid that are going to absorb, or we can those product or those antacid that we are going to absorb into our body, or that are going into the systemic circulation. So like using the mind here, omeprazole that is a proton pump inhibitor, cimetidine that is your antihistaminic drug. Next we have the calcium carbonate that is having the another functions where sometime it can use in the drug formulation, sometime it is used in dentrophysis. So only option we have the sodium bicarbonate, that is soda bicarb, that is used as a systemic gastric acid neutralizer. Next, like this is the classification, as we have the gastric acid, and we can say we have the gastric pump inhibitor or proton pump inhibitor, that is omeprazole, lisinoprazole, pantoprazole, repi, ismo, and dextraprazole. Antihistaminic like S2 blocker, cimetidine, ranitidine, famotidine, roxetidine, and loxatidine. After that, anticholinergic, that basically we have the pirenzapine, tilenzapine, and propanthyline. Prostaglandin analog like misoprostol and prestol and ripoprostol we have. Then gastric acid neutralizer we have the systemic, that is basically sodium bicarbonate and sodium citrate. Non-systemic, that is magnesium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide, calcium carbonate, and megaldrate. Ulcer protective we have the sucralfate and sodium bituminous substrate. We have pyloric, anti-helicobacter pyloric antibiotic, that is basically amoxicillin, that is penicillin, clarithromycin, metronidazole, that is anti-amoebiasis, tinidazole, tetracycline, that are used as an anti-helicobacter pylori. Next, we have the turbidity produced in the limit test of chloride are basically due to the limit test of chloride. We are just basically doing the reaction of uh, we can say chloride with the AgNO3 silver nitrate, and at the end there is a formation of AgCl precipitate. Silver chloride precipitate is going to form, and that is going to give the turbidity. So the typical limit test of chloride is based on the silver nitrate, and the soluble chloride, that is in presence of dilute nitric acid, is going to be produce the opalescence of silver chloride. And if the test sample is more turbid than the standard, then it is going to fail the limit test. If standard is more turbid than the test, it is going to pass the limit test. Got it? So then after we have the next question, that is error is the difference between the true result and the error. Like what is the error? We human being are the main source of error. We are doing the error one by one. Like right now, if you are watching this video in a very honest way without skipping any questions, then you will definitely not doing the error in your preparation. But before attending this session and after attending the sessions, where you want to go or where you are coming from, you were coming from. So this is the error, like where you are exploring your time, where you are wasting your time. Are you doing the error with your studies? Are you maintaining your time in a very proper scheduled way so that you can take extra hour for your studies? Error that is also going to occur in your examination, that is human error. Means like this is the question you have to you are going to see in your examination. So you just have to remember that this is the concept that we had read in the YouTube channel of GDC classes, as well as on their purchase course, and we can say pharmacist course. So you have a very clear mindset while solving the question. If this is the question on your screen, or we can say on the hard copy of question paper that you have, then only you have to focus there. No need to do the human error, or we can say human mistake in your examination. I know very well, like human are the, like we can say human are the, we human being are the major source of the error, but you just have to down your human mistake in the examination. How, sir, how we can down the human mistake? Just you have to check like where you are going to do the mistake in while solving the question. Go on the GDC classes app where you will get the DPP daily practice paper as well as the other test series also available. Try to attempt more and more test series. Try to analyze yourself like where, what are the back what are like at which point you are backing right now, and what extra efforts you have to do for the we can say to correct more questions. Are the reason behind your back rank are like content issue, timing issue, you are taking more time than the sufficient time you have, or is there any other issues, we can say language barrier or any other things. Got it? So error, that is the difference between the true values and the measured value, that is your error. So this is the, we can say error is the difference between the true value, or we can say true result, and the accepted result and the measured result. So random versus systemic error, we have like the accuracy and precision is very good and there is no error. Next, like it is less precision, means like this is very concise but accuracy is somehow good. But in the last case, like this is a systemic error, and in which the precision is like very good but that is not accurate on the focus. Milk of magnesia is the synonym of, very important question, many time asked in the previous state examination. Milk of magnesia, that is basically your magnesium hydroxide that acts as a milk of magnesia, having the chemical formula MgOH whole twice, and it is a white amorphous powder, odorless and tasteless, having the property of antacid and laxative. It is act as a laxative and antacid prepared by the we can say produced by the reaction of magnesium with calcium hydroxide. And next we have oil of wintergreen. Oil of wintergreen, this is the most important question that was asked in the previous AIMS examination that was held in the year of 2023. So oil of winter, that is nothing, it is methyl salicylate, that is oil of wintergreen, can also say, we can say wintergreen oil, and having the formula that is C8H8O3, and it is colorless, odorless liquid that is sweet and fruity odor, and having associated with the minty and ingredient in the mint candies also. Next you have, what is the another term for the systemic error? What is the another term for the systemic error? So systemic error are like constant error. We cannot change the systemic error, or we can say these error are like associational error, like they are error can be avoid or we can correct. Like the error include in systemic or constant error, like our personal error we have, maybe instrumental error, we can change the instrument, we can change the chemical, we can change some constant value, we can change the methodologies that we are using to plan a particular product. What is the normality, or we can say a normality, a measure in the solution? So normality, molarity and molality, these are the three terms that are very similar, but you just have to open your both the eyes, both external eyes and internal eyes. Internal eyes means like you are reading this question, but same time you are thinking for the next question, like what will be the next question. Okay, no, okay, this is molarity, right? This is like exactly this, that they are asking about the normality, but your internal eyes means your mind is like somewhere other, your mind is like looking what exactly the adjacent person is doing or not, what exactly the examiner is doing or not, and how is the facilities that are providing by the examination authorities. So your mind is like on the unnecessary things, rather than to focus like what your adjacent people, what are your front and back bencher are doing, what are the examiner are doing, rather than to all these to looking at this nonsense thing, just you have to focus on your examination and your questions with your both the eyes, both external eyes that are like visible to everyone, and internal eyes also. So normality, that is the number, or we can say moles of gram, moles of equivalent of the solute, that is in per liter of solution. So normality, that is the number of gram of mole, or we can say number of gram या फिर mole of equivalent of the solute that is present in 1 liter of the solution, and it is represented by the capital M sign. So what is the synonym of magnesium sulfate? What is the synonym of magnesium sulfate? Magnesium sulfate, that is also known as Epsom salt. Epsom salt, that is the magnesium sulfate. As this we had discussed in the previous question, that magnesium sulfate act as a osmotic laxative, as well as it is also known as saline cathartic, and in the treatment of electrolyte deficiency, in wet dressing of the boils, we can also use this osmotic laxative. Next you have the dolo. Dolo can also be termed as, just think, like dolo can be termed as, you know very well, dolo is used for the paracetamol. Paracetamol, that is commonly used in treatment of pain as reducing the high fever, and mild to moderate pain it can be used. We can use like headache or toothache or sprain. We have the brand of the paracetamol, that is the Pazocare, Dolo, Parabellum, we have the paracetamol. And this is the diagrammatic representation of the chemical structure of the paracetamol, having the phenol ring and having the, we can say, acetamino group. Acetamino group is there and having the phenol group is there. So acetaminophen, that is the chemical name of your paracetamol. Next you have the closeness of two or more measurement to each other is known as. Student, just you have read the question, just take the 3 to 5 second pause. What like question is asking about the closeness of the two or more measurement to each other is known as. Okay. So just take to 3 to 5 second pause. It doesn't mean in 3 to 5 second of pause you are going to meditate. No. Just things like what exactly your mind is replying for a particular type of question. Is there any concept in your mind, or are you having the blank mind? If you are having the concept in your mind, then try to use that concept, try to take out from this that concept and apply on the option. If you are blank, then move for the next question. So basically the closeness between the closeness of the two or more measurement of each other are accuracy. So accuracy is the degree of agreement between the various result of the same quantity. So same quantity, like this they are asking about the same quantity, like closeness of the two or more measurement of each other. This is our accuracy. Sorry, precision. So if the agreement are between the various result of the same quantity, that is reproducible result, we can say, that is also known as the precision. So this is highly precise, this is the more accurate, less precise, this is never precise nor accurate, and this is the precision and accuracy both. According to the Bronsted-Lowry theory, a base is a substance. So Bronsted-Lowry theory is basically concerned with the non-aqueous solution. First of all, non-aqueous solution means there is a no, we can say, dealing of the S positive, OH negative ions. So we have only the, we can say, there is no dealing of the releasing of H positive ion, releasing of OH negative ion. No, there is only dealing with the non-aqueous, or we can say that is basically dealing with the protons. Bronsted theory is basically dealing with the protons, and according to Bronsted theory, base are the substance that can accept the protons. So base are the substance that can accept the proton. Proton acceptor are our base according to the Bronsted theory. Proton donor, that is your acid according to Bronsted theory. And Lewis theory tell us like electron pair acceptor are your acid, electron pair donor are your base. And the H positive ion donor in aqueous solution. This is dealing with the aqueous solution, Arrhenius theory. Bronsted theory having the no concept related to the aqueous, we can say aqueous solution. They are only and only for the non-aqueous. Got it? Next question for you. Which among the following compound were used in the formulation of the VAR gases? So which among the following compound were used in the formulation of the VAR gases? So in the VAR gases, we are just basically use the merchloroethamine. So And these are the drugs that are the analog of their mustard gas and are derived from the toxic gas warfare research. And the mechloroethamine, that is the nitrogen mustard um, alkylating agent, and these are the compound that are used in the formulation of the var gases. And mechloroethamine, you are able to see the typical structure that is showing the methyl amine group and having the 2 diethyl chloride group also. Next, after you have what is the significant number, like how many significant number in the given figure, like it is showing 433.00. So this showing the significant figure of 5, as a significant figure are the digit that we have. 433 are the significant digits, as well as the trailing 0 are also the significant, because they are just indicating the precision of the our measurement. Like how is our measurement is precision, like 433.001. So these are the precision value that we have to follow. This is the precision, like this is accurate, we can say our measurement, like how much extent we have to just precise. So these we can say this, like these are also the double zero are also the significant figure. Next, we have the aprotic solvent. So aprotic solvent are the neutral. Aprotic, we have the different solvent. One, we have the protogenic solvent. So protogenic solvent, like the acidic solvent that are usually enhance the basicity of the base, that are your protogenic. Protophilic means these are the basic solution that are basically used to enhance the acidity of the weak acid. Means P protophilic are PPB. You can remember by this. P means, like P is here proto, P is here philic, and B is here for the basic. So PPB are your protophilic, that are basic solvent that are used to enhance the acidity of the weak acid. And example of protophilic we have pyridine, ethylene diamine, dimethyl formamide. And same is your PGA, that is proto. P, G means genic, and A is pure acidic. So these are the acidic solvent that are used to enhance the basicity of the weak acid. Basically contain the glacial acetic acid, the hydrogen chloride, and hydrogen sulfide. Next, you have the amphoteric solvent. Amphoteric solvent means they are behave as an acid as well as base, and they can do both the function. They can either accept or they can donate the proton. We have the alcohol, water, weak organic acid, very important. In the last year, we can say in the year of 2019 DSSB examination, this question was asked, like what are the amphoteric solvent. So there was the option like alcohol, pyridine, glacial acetic acid. So glacial as like alcohol is the right answer for the alcohol, like for the amphoteric solvent. So alcohol, water, and weak organic acid are your amphoteric acid. Got it? After that, you have next, like what is the aprotic solvent. So aprotic solvent are the solvent that neither accept the proton nor donate the proton, or we can say these are used in dissolving the drug, especially are insoluble in water. These are especially insoluble in water. These are example like the benzene, carbon tetrachloride, chloroform are the aprotic solvent that are not doing any function in the accepting and the donating of the proton, and these are basically insoluble in the water. Next, you have like one of the following is not a hematinics. So hematinics are the compound that are used to increase the red blood cells, to increase the blood content. So basically these are the compound containing the iron, folic acid, vitamin B12, and vitamin B2 that is not included in the hematinics. Folic acid, that is nothing, it is our vitamin B9. So vitamin B2 that is not included in the hematinics. So as I said you that hematinics are the nutrient that are used for the formulation of red blood cells and in the process of hematopoiesis. These are the we have the iron, between B12, folic acid, and deficiency leads to the anemia, and uh, Treatment, we have iron deficiency, like we just have we can say can leads to the anemia. Deficiency of hematinics can leads to the anemia, or we can say hematinics we can use in the treatment of anemia. Chemical error can occur due to. So what are the sources of the chemical error? Chemical error are due to. So here is the only one option in which they are discussing about the chemicals. So just you have to do the, like, some question in your examination are very definitely like you have to use your smartness, just you have to check your presence of mind. So chemical error, this is the only single option in which it is caused by the reagents, the chemicals, the compounds that we are using. So chemical error are basically the error that are resulting from the chemicals, reagent, impurity, contamination, and can also interfere with the reactions and the result. After that, which one is selective estrogen receptor modulator? Selective estrogen receptor modulator we have. So we have the tamoxifen, that is act as a selective estrogen receptor modulator. And this is the typical diagrammatic, we can say table showing the anti-cancer drug. We have the glucocorticoid that are used basically in the anti-cancer, like prednisolone. Estrogen, we have the phosphatidylethyl ethyl estradiol, SERMS, selective estrogen receptor modulator, that is tamoxifen, torepinine. Anti-androgen, we have the flutamide, biglutamide. Aromatase inhibitor, letrozole, anastrozole. After that, we have 5-alpha reductase inhibitor, very important. Finasteride, dutasteride, that is basically come in the tablet formulation around 1 mg, 2 mg, and also in the serum form along with the minoxidil to treat the alopecia. Progesterone, we have the hydroxyprogesterone estrone, GnRS, gonadotropin releasing hormone analog, that is neferelin and gosarelin. And at the end, we have the selective estrogen receptor down regulator, that is your fulvestrant. So student, you just have to read each and every classification of the pharmacology. It's like basic classification you have to read. Either it's from the endocrinology, anti-cancer, ANS, CNS, hematinics, autocoids, any chapter of the pharmacology. Please go through the all the classification. Next and last question we have. Vinblastine belong to which class? So which class vinblastine belong? Vinblastine and vincristine. So vinblastine, that is VIN, means VIN, vinca alkaloid. So it is basically belong to the vinca alkaloid, act used as a anti-cancer drug in the treatment of breast cancer, in the treatment of tubular cancer, Hogdog, non-Hogdog lymphoma, and fungicidosis we can also use. And this is the structure of your vinblastine sulfate, and same like there is little bit difference in the structure of vinblastine also. So dear student, thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you had enjoyed these sessions. We are going to provide you the soon regarding the next model paper that are among the different subject, different topic by the different faculty maybe. So you just have to make the patience, you just have to make the follow the schedule that we are uploading the model paper on the daily basis on a very scheduled form. So just with the mindset that every day you just have to watch at least 2 or 3 model paper, you just have to watch the marathon sessions or any other option that you have. So please be honest during the studies, please work hard for your examination. Like, this is the right time to do the sacrifices. Please do the sacrifices. It will get it will help you to get your good examination, good result in your upcoming examination. So with this point, I am just closing this session. So thank you everyone for this session. We will meet soon in next session with next model paper. So thank you and all the best for your upcoming Telangana Pharmacist examination. Thank you everyone.